Hello everyone, welcome to Foreigner Farming in the Philippines. Well, I've made up my mind and formulated a tentative plan on what to do here. So, what I'm thinking is that we'll harvest all the fish out of the main pond, and we're going to use the net, the harvest net from the fish pen, the ocean fish pen, and I think the squares on it are 3/8 of an inch. So the very smallest fish, the fry and the fingerlings, will stay in the main pond. How many that's going to be, I have no idea, because I don't know how many fry are in that pond. The fish that are caught in the harvest net that are like 5 inches and smaller are going to go into these first 4 pits. We're going to finish covering them, finish putting the screen over them, clean them out a little bit, and however many fish those are going to go into these 4 pits that are not covered. And the fry that are left in this pond will remain in it, and we're going to grow them out. So, and we're gonna depending on if I can round up a decent aerator to get some oxygen in this pond, we may or may not add some more fry to it, some more sexed fry. In a perfect world, I would get another 3,000 or 4,000 fry and give them the hormone to turn them all male and put them in that pond. But I haven't come to that bridge yet, and so I can't cross it. But at least we'll get a harvest out of that, because the pesos are always needed here. And we'll have these 7 pits here as grow out pits. And when these tilapia are harvested out of these pits, this design is done. I'm going to pull them all out. I'm going to pull all these out. And if I decide to do tilapia in here again, we're going to build walls on this, cement walls. I have little faith in a liner, in using a liner, because I don't know. Everything that I've researched says taping them together works, but it's not 100% reliable. And I don't know how I would bond them together, weld them together. The only thing that I could think of doing would be to have a company make one somewhere, custom make one, and ship it here. And that sounds expensive. In doing in penciling everything out for the shrimp tank that we're going to build up there, in the long run, since you have to build cement walls anyway for the side of the tank, because any kind of a metal frame will rust, any kind of a wood frame will fail fairly quickly. So I'm just going to build the cement walls, and this is already a little bit low. So I'm thinking just a cement bottom as well, even though it'll be expensive. I've had David from Tilapia Aquaponics says to use round corrugated, or to use corrugated steel and make the tank out of that. And fresh water or salt water, either one, the steel isn't going to last very long in water. And again, so if I made the tank out of using roofing sheets, I'd still have to put in a liner You know, again, how to get a liner to fit, a square liner and a round tank, have to have it custom made. It's just more trouble than it's worth, in my opinion. And the cost is, it's not any cheaper. Now if they had aluminum, if I had access to aluminum sheeting here, that'd be a little bit different story. It would last a little bit longer in the salt water, at least in the shrimp tank. But still, any metal is going to eventually fail from the rust. Because I would assume I'd have to weld it together, or not weld it together, but rivet it together. That would involve drilling holes in it. Every one of those holes would be a potential rust point. The availability of a rust-proof paint or a primer here, again, would have to be something I'd order online, and who knows what you get when you order stuff online. That's the, you know, that's the thing. So I'm thinking just make cement tanks. Just bite the bullet. I'd resisted making cement tanks because of the cost, but just to make one in these first two pits as a costing experiment, remove these first two, and you know, the thing is, it's only going to be 3 feet deep, 3.5 feet, like 42, 44 inches, a meter deep. It makes the math easy. And it would make everything easier if it was just cement, cement with a cement bottom. Don't have to mess with liners. I just have no faith that, you know, the HDPE, whatever it is, the high density, polyethylene, I think it is. You know, it lasts well in the sun. It doesn't break down, but what if you have to go walk around in the tank to repair something? I mean, you've always got that risk that it's going to be punctured somehow, and then you just have a leak. Whereas cement with a little Sahara in it, it's waterproof, and it's, you know, and it's there forever. So I think a cement tank is what we're going to have to do. Probably do these first two first, after, you know, so this is going to be 4 or 5 months down the road after whatever fish we put in these is harvested. So that's the plan. So stay tuned. I have been summoned. Yes, Gina? It's, where is Tatay's key?
Went out, it's not there.
Alright, it's...
For the gas, the chainsaw, I guess that's the oil I put in the van.
The key is in the ignition. One is the ignition key, the other one's the key to the shop. In the white van? Yeah. So that's the plan. Thank you, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.